What if I told you the Warriors won without their 4 All-Stars in Steph, Clay, Wiggins, and Draymond? You'd probably call me crazy, right? There's literally just no way the Warriors could ever win without these 4. Oh wait, hold up. What just happened? Well, the Warriors' young core is what happened. Let's go over how this absolutely unfair young core on the Warriors is taking the NBA by storm. They're growing up before our very eyes, and it's a marvelous thing to watch. Before I get started, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already for more Warriors content like this. We are so close to 700 subscribers, and the goal is to get to 1,000 by next month. So I'd be super grateful if you guys could help us get there. Now, what makes the Warriors win over the Spurs even more impressive is the fact that they were down by 17 late in the third quarter. At that point, you'd almost need at least Steph or Clay on the court to facilitate a comeback, let alone a comeback on the road. But the exact opposite happened. The Warriors outscored the Spurs 35-16 in the fourth quarter, and the young guys stepped up big time. Kuminga had 19 points, Poole had 31, including the game-winning 3, while Moody had a career-high 6 3-pointers. To see all these guys rally together and make a comeback with the way they did was just impressive, and it shows how good this young group can really be down the road. With the way this Warriors team is set up for the future, their young core should just be illegal. How in the world did the Warriors have 3 Hall of Famers in their prime with All-Star Andrew Wiggins, while also having 3 amazing lottery picks over the past 2 years, and develop a late first rounder in Jordan Poole, who's become one of the elite young guards in the NBA? Who let this happen? Well, let's go over how Moody, Kuminga, and Poole have done this season, and go over the things that could make these guys All-Stars one day. Wow, what the heck got into Moses Moody against the Spurs? After making a video about how the Warriors are developing him into a superstar, which did very well, I thought it was only a matter of time before he broke out of his slump. He's been absolutely dominating the G League with his polished scoring arsenal, so it makes sense that he finally caught fire on the main roster. He started in both the Warriors' road games against the Rockets and Spurs, and has been scorching hot from 3. 3 of 5 from 3 at Houston, while going 6 of 10 at San Antonio. This is downright special. That smooth jumper is finally paying dividends for the Warriors, and with his already extremely tenacious defensive effort, Steve Kerr is bound to give him some more opportunity very soon. And Moody's effort is just like no rookie I've seen lately. His willingness to constantly put his body on the line in that fourth quarter comeback against San Antonio was breathtaking. I stopped counting how many extra possessions he got for the Warriors in the fourth quarter by diving on the floor for 50-50 balls, and each possession in that Spurs game was crucial for shifting the momentum. That effort is no doubt earning Steve Kerr's trust, and if Moody can bring that every night and his scorching three-point ability, he could be a big contributor before we know it. Now, Moody is only shooting 38% from the field and 28% from 3 on the season, while only averaging 3 points per game. But he was only shooting around 20% from 3 before this 2-game road stretch, where he shot 9 of 15 from 3. These numbers are bound to keep evening themselves out, and the improvement and confidence that Moody has shown is very promising going forward. Goodness gracious, Jonathan Kuminga just continues to show us glimpses of a future Kawhi or Giannis. He had so many clutch baskets in the fourth quarter against the Spurs to swing the momentum and start some crazy scoring runs. He stepped in confidently to many open threes and found creative ways to get to the basket. He even threw down a ridiculous windmill dunk that cut the Spurs' lead from 17 to just 6, which prompted an angry timeout from Greg Popovich. Needless to say, I think Kuminga will be a staple in the Warriors' rotation for the rest of the season. With Draymond still out past the All-Star break, Kuminga will continue having more court time to develop his game. And even when Draymond returns, he'll probably end up taking Toscano's minutes, or even cut into some of Iguodala or Porter's minutes. There's not much else I can really say about Kuminga other than oh my goodness. And you can check out my other videos on him if you want. He seems to make crazy jaw-dropping and highlight plays every game with his vicious dunks or athletic blocks. Kuminga is just an entertaining player to watch, and I just can't believe how much better he's gotten throughout the season. I never expected him to be getting this many minutes and opportunities as he's getting right now, so I give him major props for working his tail off and trusting his craft. I don't know how the NBA let a stacked Warriors team draft a future Giannis, but the Warriors should definitely keep Kuminga at all cost, whatever it takes. Jordan Poole is becoming mini Steph before our very eyes. Gosh, the swag and confidence he has is probably like no other young player I've ever seen, especially one that's behind 2 Hall of Fame shooters in the depth chart. Even though Poole struggled in the Spurs comeback, he came up clutch when it mattered most. After missing a left corner 3 to take the lead, the possession was kept alive, and Poole got another opportunity from the left corner and drained it. And Steph was pretty happy about that one too. He was enamored with Poole's willingness and guts to make that clutch 3. But I really can't say enough about how well Poole has played when he starts, especially when Curry doesn't play. He's averaging around 17 points per game on the season, on 3 assists per game, while shooting 43% from the field and 34% from 3. But that jumps to 18 to 19 points and 35% from 3 when Steph isn't in the lineup. He looks like a completely different player with Curry out, and a guy who could be a starting 1 or 2 guard and be a main option on any other team. This makes me think the Warriors will have a tough time keeping him when he wants a big payday, but we'll save that for the offseason. I think his rapid development into a blossoming all-star caliber guard was surprising to most people, even the Warriors organization, so they will have to make a big decision in a year or so on whether they see him being a core part of the team long-term, along with Kuminga, Moody, and Wiseman. Poole will need to work on some crucial parts of his game, however, if he wants to convince the Warriors to give him a substantial payday. He has to improve on his efficiency big time. Despite having streaky stretches, he's relatively inconsistent most of the time with his poor shot selection. He also turns the ball over a lot, having a less than 2-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. That's not good for a guy that wants to prove he's a lead guard. Efficiency and turnovers are two important areas that guards like him need to master, and if he can't improve on those soon, I'm afraid we'll see Jordan Poole in another jersey within the next year. The most ironic part about this video is me failing to mention James Wiseman. He still hasn't played yet this season, and who knows when that will be. But when he is healthy, I guarantee he could be one of the best young centers in the NBA. I'll make more videos about him once we hear more about his timeline for a return, but the fact that the Warriors' young core is already this good and can step up in clutch moments without their 2020 number 2 overall pick is just crazy. I think the Warriors' young players are already way better than we thought and could make their mark in the league as soon as next season with the rapid development we've seen from all of them. It should be legal for the Warriors to have the best young talent in the league considering all the all-time greats they already have, but somehow the NBA allowed it. Thank you for watching the breakdown. Make sure to subscribe if you did, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.